Okay, I was with my uncle in his workshop, and he was a pilot. Okay, and he had a little one of those Piper Cub airplanes. That was his. He wanted to change out the engine, so he ordered the engine from the States. Okay, and it came into the La Guaira port and in the customs. Now, okay, now he asked me to go get the engine, okay, so he could replace in his Piper Cub. And so I got a pickup. Actually, he borrowed the pickup from one of his friends there. It was not his. And so I drove in the morning from a little village that was called Behuma, which is near Valencia, Venezuela. That's about from Caracas or from La Guaira. It's about 4 hours away. So I drove to the port, La Guaira, and went to the customs and picked up the airplane, not the airplane, the airplane engine and the propeller, because it comes with a matched propeller, okay, because they're sort of both, well, just basically matched. And so on the way back, I mean, it was already late by the time I was back on the road, and was maybe about 10 miles from my destination. And I was real sleepy. I mean, I was all day long. It was nightfall at that time. So there was a coffee shop and I said, oh no, I can make it. I mean, I can make another 10 miles and I'll just drove. Well, anyway, in a curve, and was it a relatively narrow road and quite a bit of curves
Was
on
this
it.
was this mountainous?
It's not real mountainous, but quite hilly. Let's say 500 feet or so elevation. But I mean a difference there. Anyway, in one of those curves, I missed turning it to the left, so I went straight. There was a little embankment. It hit the embankment, the pickup, hit the front end, and just flipped around. Suddenly I wake up, and my head is in water. And I said, okay, I'm in heaven. I must have been. I was gone. Anyway, so I finally wake up, and the pickup straddles the banks on each side, and just the cab is in a little creek. Okay. Anyway, so okay, I wake up. I mean, it's probably about maybe 20 feet difference between the road and the embankment and the creek. I mean, it's right there. So I crawl out and shoot and turn off the engine. I mean, the engine was still running. Turn off and get back on the road and hitchhike back to the village there. And so I tell my uncle, I said, well, you know, this is what happened. Anyway, we run back out there that night, ran back out there, get the pickup straightened out, or with some winches, we pull it back up, and it's still there. The pickup is behind the embankment, but visible sort of from the road. Anyway, well, we couldn't pull it out, so next day we call a wrecker and to have it pulled out. Well, the windshield and everything was still intact. It was not even broken, okay, because it straddled the front and the cab. I mean, not the cab, the cargo area, okay, that straddled the embankment, the banks on the little creek. And some cool schoolboys that went to school in the morning, they said, oh, there's a truck. So they started throwing rocks at it and broke the windshield. Anyway, so that's.
Where did the plane engine go?
I'm sorry, what?
Where did the airplane engine end up?
Oh, well, it just flipped over. I mean, it was still in the bed. I mean, it was.
So it didn't get hurt.
Yeah, I mean, the bed really fell over as the airplane engine there. I mean, nothing happened to the airplane engine nor the propeller.
What must have been packed really well to take that kind of a
Well, it
Turn.
was shipped. I mean, it was shipped
on a crate.
Crate. It was crated. I mean, it was totally protected, so it was okay.
So no matter what you did,
It was protected
matter
from
what.
Jerry.
So anyway, but then we pulled out with the wrecker. We pulled it out and had to take it back into had the windshield replaced. And
was your
had it
uncle
drove.
mad?
He was a little upset, but not real bad. But anyway, so that's the story how I drove into the river.